Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka. It's the Bitcoin all-time high. We're going to the moon and we're flying high. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I'm gonna stop making this rap song because holy moly. We are at 120,000 US dollar. We came down from 122,000 US dollar. I can't even pronounce these numbers. And I'm still up here, 360,000 US dollar here on my Bitcoin long position. Look at that. Holy moly. I hope I didn't completely blow up the microphone here with my weird sounds. But guys, this is absolutely nuts. We're at 120,000 US dollar right now here for Bitcoin. You guys can remember on this channel, on the Team Underground Bitcoin show, we went inside this massive long position here at 17,000 US dollar. We bought a bunch of Bitcoin. My posts are still active on X. You can verify it, you can fact check it. But yes, I bought at that low level. Currently, I am up a massive amount of money. It is currently over a 10x. But we are going to be repeating this exact same strategy again. Oh no, don't click on that. Here we go. We're going to be repeating this exact same strategy. If I go here to the weekly time frame, and we'll just go here to the Bitcoin chart right over here. We very likely, again, this is my opinion. Don't come to my house with pitchforks if this is going to be wrong. But I think the Bitcoin price is going to go to about 200,000 US dollar this cycle, which means we still have quite a lot to go. I mean, on the regular chart, it's quite a bit. If we go a little bit more on the logarithmic chart, it probably makes a little bit more sense. But what we're very likely going to see is we're going to go here, break a top here of around 200,000 US dollar before eventually we are going to be going to a new lower level. It is very likely, in my opinion, going to be the 60,000 US dollar level. I think everybody's excited here about the Bitcoin price, but we gotta just kind of stay honest and we're gonna stay serious. Because if we're going to be overhyped and just calling for Bitcoin to go to like 500,000 or some significant high level and we're in denial that the Bitcoin price never is going to have a bear market again. Listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy here on the internet, just a random guy. But I'm just going to kind of give you a very short introduction that if we are going to go here to 200K in the coming few months moving forward, I'm going to be looking to sell a little bit and then we're going to come back to 60K. I'm looking to go again into a massive long position and then eventually trade over here, this move here back further to the upside. But I still think that we're going to go to 200K, so I still can squeeze out some money here out of my long position right over here. And by the way, currently I'm in a different Asian country. I am traveling, so I am using again the BTCC exchange because this is the only exchange that I can actually use while I'm traveling. I've never actually had any issues with personal information, VPNs or anything like that. They still give the 10% deposit bonus, the biggest deposit bonus of any exchange out there. You can do this by clicking the link here, the first link in the description. Just fill it in your email address, your password here, and then just click next. Make sure to agree with the privacy and user agreement, and you get that 10% deposit bonus. Still, I am going to be long here on the BTCC exchange, and still, I'm aiming here for the Bitcoin price to go to 200K. So it's going to be probably me waiting here for Bitcoin to go to about 150,000 US dollar. And then I'm probably going to cash it out. We're going to see some more sideways action. And then I think we're going to make that final swoop to 200K. So it's probably going to be two trades left, two major trades here this bull run that is going to be left here. And this is one of them. So this one, I'm going to hold this one, keep this open to about 150K. Then the price is going to crash. We're just going to have to kind of flush out some of these longs and then go to 200K. And that is going to be the second trade I'm going to be doing here on the BTCC exchange. So if we go to 150K just on this trade, is going to be 600K in profits. So that's very juicy. And then we also have the Ethereum trade. Quickly going over that. Look at that, how juicy that is. That's a juicy trade. By the way, I had a much bigger trade open, by the way. I actually opened a trade here all the way at the bottom, but they had to close it and reopen it because of tax reasons. So in total, I made like 650K on the previous trade, and this one's probably going to be million, so it's going to be like 1.6 million K in profit here. So juicy. Very nice. And Ethereum making this strong recovery here to the upside. If I quickly go over here to the news, we can currently say that it's interesting that the leverage shorts on Ether are now at a record high per zero hedge. We saw the exact situation back in April 2025 at the bottom. Is the major crypto squeeze about to begin? Yes, I think yes, which is why I went inside this Ethereum position here all the way here at the bottom, closed it on a massive profit, and that's why I'm still holding it now. People are shorting the heck out of Ethereum. Let them short because I'm not a fan of Ethereum, to be honest, out there. Sorry. But I still think that it's probably going to follow the Bitcoin price in USD value, and that's why it makes no sense to short it. If I go to XRP as well, I mean, the XRP coin, I mean, XRP videos, they get a lot of views if you actually go and look at the XRP videos. I'm, again, not a major XRP fan, but it is going to break through the upside. You're going to see a lot of posts about XRP and how XRP is the greatest coin of all time. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not interested into it. But that is how it's going to be. All these altcoins are going to pump together with Bitcoin. And so if I go here quickly to the Bitcoin dominance chart, we can see the Bitcoin dominance is still very high. We're probably going to keep on crushing higher. But even these altcoins are going to go up in USDT value, which I might actually open an XRP long as well, now looking a little bit at the chart. But I'll keep it for this for now. But I will keep you guys updated if I do change my position. So anyway, this is a chart here from Eric Walzart. What a weird name. Eric Wizard, Walzard, whatever it is. He posted out a chart where he says that Bitcoin is going to be going here to about $1 million this cycle. That's going to be the red area. Now, I'm not going to believe that. I think this chart is wrong because it's, first of all, the all-time high didn't even hit the red area last cycle. The bear market literally broke below the blue line. We broke below it 2 times, even like slightly before the halving, like a year before the halving, which makes no sense. But anyway, there's still some people who believe that we're going to go to $1 million. I don't, but it is something interesting to talk about. Like if we do go to $1 million, I'm not looking to sell a lot of my Bitcoin, so I guess I will kind of miss out on some profits, but generally speaking, I think we're going to go to 200K. I think it's the risk to reward to just like maybe sell 1 or 2 Bitcoin is going to be, in my opinion, quite worth it. And then buying back at 60K seems very reasonable for me. So Strategy also, MicroStrategy, which has changed its name to Strategy, also bought a bunch of extra Bitcoin. Metaplanet have bought a bunch of Bitcoin. The thing is, guys, and I'm going to be a little bit honest with you guys here about all these Bitcoin strategy companies. There's a lot of hype about this. I met the CEO of Metaplanet. I met him. He still follows me actually on X as well. I met him when they first started the company. Their company's up like 50x. I could have been an insider in the stock. I met the CEO in Japan and Dylan Leclerc and some other people. I did not buy the stock. Very stupid. I was thinking I'm going to put in like 100K. That would have made me 5 million. It's probably going to turn into like 20 million at the peak bull run. I didn't buy the stock, which was very dumb from me. But I think that there's still going to be an opportunity next bull cycle to buy maybe some of these Bitcoin strategy companies. But I think they're a little bit like altcoins. They're trading a little bit like altcoins. I don't know who's the custodian of these Bitcoin. I think it's like buying paper Bitcoin, but they're probably going to do quite well still in the coming few weeks, months moving forward. But what I'm looking at is that we're going to have a lot of these companies, these Bitcoin strategy companies, they're being created right now. I might buy some of those companies when the price rejects, because what's going to be happening is that the Bitcoin price is going to break here to the upside, but these Bitcoin strategy companies, they're going to be forced to buy at this area while we're going to be breaking at this area. So they're leveraged up here like 3x to where the price will go, which should make their stock very, very juicy, in my opinion. So I think that's going to be the second opportunity here for Bitcoin. And so I'm not going to follow all the mania. I'd rather just have my fiat portion and just kind of make money in that way, and then eventually just come back in the market when the market is at a lower level, because it follows these cycles anyway. So I don't need to chase the market anyway, and I have my Bitcoin, so I'm not selling those anyway. So anyway, that was the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.